车上没人，他只是停在路边，然后忘了往那个高的地方，是有些倒塌，就是但是没有人员伤亡。现在不下了，还在统计具体。
上来！没事了。没上。哎呦，这船到楼了啊！你看，这船卡在这了，卡到球脚了，这样子才走啊。
We start with today's flood news from Hunan Province, China.
生活压这里了，这你看，是的也没到了，中间就没到了，下头就没到了。风雨小也顶不住了，他们讲。你看了这水光了吧？
Hunan issued its fifth heavy rain red warning this year. At 10:56, the Yueyang Hydrological and Water Resources Service Center in Hunan Province raised and issued a red warning for flooding in the Miluo River Basin. Affected by heavy rain, it is estimated that the Jiayi River section of the main flow of the Miluo River will rise from the water level when this 93.92 meters in the next 20 hours. A flood process of about 2 meters will occur in the river section of Pingjing County that exceeds the guaranteed water level of about 2 meters. The highest water level measured since the station was established, 2005, may occur in the Wuxi River section. Jiangsu Provincial Water Resources Department upgraded and issued a yellow flood warning for the Jiangsu section of the Yangtze River at 12:15. Affected by heavy rain and water from the middle and upper reaches of the Yangtze River, the water level at Nanjing Station on the Yangtze River rose to 9.25 meters at 12 o'clock on July 1, exceeding the warning level of 0.55 meters, and the water level is expected to continue to rise. Personnel from relevant departments and units should carry out emergency flood prevention work in accordance with their responsibilities. Communities in flood-affected areas must pay attention to early warning signals and prepare for disaster prevention and avoidance. On July 1, China has fully entered the main flood season. On the morning of the 1st, Lai Guoying, Deputy Commander of the National Defense Force and Minister of Water Resources, presided over the weekly meeting and linking of the Yangtze River Water Conservation Commission, Huey River Water Conservation Commission, and Pearl River Water.
现在已经3楼，进3楼了。对，今天猛刮，我说那行不吧，快拿回去。
Conservation Commission and the Jiayi River Basin Management Bureau via video to conduct a rolling analysis and assessment of the flood control situation in each river basin. Organize and carry out major flood prevention works in a targeted manner. Wang Bao and Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Water Resources, Liu Dongshen, Director of the Yangtze River Water Conservation Commission, and others attended the discussion. We turn to the Japanese flood news. Due to the influence of fronts and low-pressure systems, heavy rains fall periodically, especially in western Japan, and the risk of landslides and floods is very high in Kyushu, the Chugoku region, and other areas. There is a risk of very heavy downpours in western and eastern Japan during the 2nd, and the Japan Meteorological Agency urges strict vigilance for landslides, river flooding, and flooding in low-lying areas. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, atmospheric conditions have become very unstable over a wide area from west to east Japan due to the influence of warm and humid air flowing forward into the Sea of Japan on the Honshu side and low pressure. Above the front, rain clouds are developing over Kyushu, Shikoku, and Tokai regions. In the 24 hours until 15:00, 256 millimeters of rain fell in Haida City, Oita Prefecture and 247 millimeters in Kuroki-cho, Yame City, Fukuoka Prefecture. Due to the rain that has fallen so far, there are areas in Fukuoka Prefecture, Oita Prefecture, Saga Prefecture, and Yamaguchi Prefecture where the risk of landslides has increased significantly, and a sediment disaster warning information has been announced. In addition, the risk of flooding on the Kumagami River, which flows through Fukuoka Prefecture, is very high, and a flood risk information has been issued. Northern Japan has passed the peak of heavy rain, but in western and eastern Japan, when the front is stationary, there is a risk of very heavy rain accompanied by localized thunderstorms on the 2nd. The amount of rain expected to fall in the 24 hours until noon on the 2nd is estimated at 180 millimeters in northern Kyushu, 120 millimeters in the Kinki and Chugoku regions, 100 millimeters in the Tokai region, and 80 millimeters in Masi region. The Japan Meteorological Agency is on high alert for landslides, river flooding, and flooding in low-lying areas, as well as taking precautions against lightning, tornadoes, strong gusts, and hail, and moving to sturdy buildings at any sign.
流れる山国川に国土交通省が設置したカメラの大気の状態が非常に不安定になり、局地的に雨雲が発達しています。この20
From the cumulonimbus cloud that was getting closer, we urge everyone to stay safe. The soil is loose, especially in western Japan, and although the rain has stopped if it falls in the upper reaches of rivers, the water level may rise again. So please avoid approaching dangerous areas such as slopes and overflowing rivers.